wearing my cool shirt today. So today on Brit in a Minute, the show where I try to condense 6,000 years of literary history into 60-second segments, I'd like to skip forward a few hundred years because, as you might be able to tell, this is a school project and I would like to get to some of my favorites before it's due. And by favorites, I mean I'm going to teach you how to pick up chicks metaphysical poet style. And go. John Donne was one of the most prominent 17th century metaphysical poets. The metaphysical poets were known for their startling, almost gross imagery and their use of conceit. Conceit is basically an extended metaphor where you take two things that are completely different from each other and compare them. Donne goes crazy with conceit. His most famous poem is called The Flea, and in it, he compares love to a flea. Gross. Basically, the narrator of The Flea is trying to get his lady to hop into bed with him because they've both been bitten by the same flea. Which apparently means they practically already had sex because their blood is mingled in the flea. Donne says, "This flea is you and I, and our marriage bed and marriage temple is." And now that turns me on. As if he wasn't already being enough of a man, Donne gets pissed when the lady kills the flea. He acts as though by purpling her nail in the blood of innocence, she has killed their love. But then he completely turns it around by saying that if it's not that big of a deal to kill a flea, then it must not be that big of a deal to have sex with me. And hey, who needs a pickup line like, "Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?" when you have something like, "And in this flea our two bloods mingled be." And time. Today's episode of Brit in a Minute is brought to you by Creeper Spray. It keeps away the creepers and the fleas. And if you want to read this poem yourself so that you can have some awesome pickup lines under your belt, I will leave a link in the description below. Also, as I mentioned earlier, this is for a school project, so if you have any comments, anything you think I should improve on, anything you would like to see, just drop it in the comment box below, and I will try and make this better. Thanks!